place is supposed to be as close as we can get to the total flow system. So we don't actually buy any compost, we don't use any manure. We make all our own compost and we grow the soil. If you want your plants to be healthy, you have to put nitrogen, carbon, all these different things in. So we're always trying to figure out how to farm sustainably, because farming organically is actually not sustainable at all. Because you're always pulling resources from somewhere else, you're stripping some other land and bringing it to your land. And if everyone in the world does that, not everyone's going to have enough resources.
And around here they actually, a lot of them use municipal compost. So when you have your green bin, they take that to an island called something, I forget what it starts with a B. It's in off of San Jose in the bay. And they compost everything there in this big like mountain of compost on this island.
I want to go.
Yeah, it's cool. And then they distribute that to different organic farms around here. The idea with a truly sustainable farming technique, it's usually a small farm. So if you imagine a closed system, which is like the boundary of your farm, you have a composting toilet there. And so everything you consume from the farm goes in, turns back into compost after like a year or whatever, however long you leave it. And then you, when it's safe, you reapply that to the garden beds. And all the clippings and green waste, you keep that on the farm as well. So nothing actually leaves the farm at all. And that's a truly sustainable, that's real sustainability.
But essentially what happens is defensins, which is a technical term for the type of chemical defenses, kick in. And so the plant does stuff to ward off the insect. So if that didn't happen, we'd be awash in insects and we wouldn't have any plants. But there's a balance. If the plant can't ward it off, there are ways that you can use organic chemicals to fix the problem. So I'll give you an example. Lepidoptera, which is butterflies and moths, are very susceptible to a bacteria called Bacillus thuringiensis kirkstocki. And if you have butterflies and moths that are attacking your plants, you spray this on. The butterfly or moth larva, which is a caterpillar, will eat the leaf, get it inside their stomach, and within 3 days it's dead. So you can defend your plants that way. Or if you've got issues with, what other insects?
Locusts.
Well, locusts are hard to control because there's so many of them. So you almost have to put in a trap crop for locusts. You want a crop that's attractive to them so that they go to your trap crop and wipe that out and leave your other crop alone. So you want to try to fake them out.
I heard that industrial farms, the biggest problem they have is weeds, and that's what Roundup is for, weeds rather than...
Yeah, but you can use other chemicals other than Roundup. There's 3 that we use. One's called Eco-Exempt, and Eco-Exempt is made with clove oil and camphor oil, so it's food grade. There's another one called phenolsun, which is ammoniated fatty acids, soap, vinegar. These guys know vinegar.
Vinegar works.
Vinegar works.
This is why your salad wilts if you leave the vinaigrette on it.
Yeah. Yeah, vinegar will kill weeds.
Like in America, we waste about 40% of our food, which is huge. So we could just stop growing like half the stuff we grow and just use everything we do. But what you find is like when you buy food, you're a lot more likely to waste it because you didn't grow it, you didn't put any work into it. All you did was go to the store. And here you notice like you don't waste anything. You're like, well, this tomato's not very good, but I'm gonna eat it anyway because I like dug this thing, I fertilized, I looked after it for months, and like you find that like the kids that come in and the schools we have come in, they'll like really eat vegetables that they wouldn't eat normally because they actually put work into it. So it makes you really value the food that you grow.
It's totally true. I just ate a broccoli soup that I hated. I made it, but I mean I ate it because I made it and I grew it. And I'm not going to waste it, so. The 11th plague with squirrels. What do you do about squirrels?
Shoot them.
Here, you might want to put that in there.
That's what you do.
Now we have a recording.
Are you recording me? I didn't say that.
It was a joke.
Shoot them with love.